Flockers is a game very similar to Lemmings. It's a puzzle game. So if you played Lemmings, Flockers is very similar. It's different in the fact that it uses sheep, but it's pretty much a puzzle game. You have tools, and you have to get your sheep from A to B via various obstacles and stuff. It's got great graphics. The levels are quite expansive, so it can take a while to get the sheep from A to B, and you might get past one bit and then completely screw up the next bit, so you have to go back and work it out. So there's a lot of thought that's gone into it, and I really like that. I really like the puzzles are quite long. They're not just really short levels. You could be sitting there playing one level for about an hour just trying to work it out, because there's so many different bits to it. I really like that. I love all the sheep and all the noises that come out of it, and the goofiness of the game. It's quite a goofy game, and I like that about it as well. What I don't like about it is, with my Lemmings fan tap on, it's not quite got the same scope that Lemmings did. So you only have four main tools in this. As I said, you've got a blocking tool, you've got an exploding tool, you've got this sort of super, they climb up walls tool, and then you've got jump tool. Whereas with Lemmings, you had a lot of tools like the bridge building tool, and that made lots of levels very different from each other. So one level you'll be building a bridge and trying to get them from A to B, the next level you'll be digging tunnels and all sorts of things. Whereas with this, they can get a bit repetitive. Yeah, they get more complex and they get more difficult. You have to sit there to work things out, but it's pretty much repetitive on and on. So you can't, I think, play the game for the same amount of time as you could play Lemmings. I could quite happily sit there and play Lemmings all day. I get a bit bored of this after a couple of hours, so I have to go away from it. So it doesn't have the longevity, I think, that Lemmings does. But considering it's the only game out there at the moment, it's like Lemmings on modern consoles, unless you have a PS Vita, in which case you can get Lemmings. I think the value of the game is pretty good. It's $14.99 on the PlayStation Store. I wouldn't pay any more than that, because it's like a Lemmings game. It's not like it's a major platform like Call of Duty or anything. So I wouldn't pay much more than that. I think it's reasonable value for the price, considering how many levels you get. There are a huge number of levels, but they do get a lot harder as they progress. So for the people who really don't like puzzle games, because of that, you'll only get a limited amount of play before the levels get really hard, it might not be for you. But for people who love Lemmings and love puzzle games, it's good value. Being completely objective and looking at it without ever looking at Lemmings, I would do it 4 out of 5. If you're a Lemmings fan and you're coming into this expecting a Lemmings game because it looks like Lemmings, you might be slightly disappointed in the fact that it only has these 4 main tools. But no, I think 4 out of 5 is pretty good. God knows what that's going to be done.